As dawn breaks over the African savanna, a pristine wetland awakens from the cool mist. A magnificent gray-crowned crane steps slowly, searching for unseen insects in the shallow waters. The stiff golden crown catches the morning light, crowning this elegant bird with vibrant majesty. A second crane quietly approaches. They stand together, sharing the peaceful silence of the marsh. The courtship dance begins. They bow deeply in unison, a graceful rhythm reflecting their bond. Suddenly, massive wings spread wide. A vertical jump showcases their striking feathers and vibrant energy. Tossing dry grass into the bright sky, the crane dances with pure, energetic joy. Inflating its red throat sac, the crane emits a deep, resonating boom across the wetland. To strengthen their new bond, the pair engages in gentle, mutual preening in the shadows. Moving in perfect synchronization, the bonded pair wades deeper into the dense, green papyrus reeds. By aggressively trampling the tall papyrus, the crane constructs a sturdy foundation above the water. Its partner contributes to the effort, dredging up large clumps of wet grass and roots. Working collaboratively, the devoted pair meticulously weaves individual strands to form a floating nest. Settling deep inside the woven bowl, the female rests, panting heavily from physical exertion. Standing slowly, she reveals the result of her labor, a single, pale chalky blue egg. A careful nest exchange occurs, ensuring the 3 precious eggs are never left unprotected. With delicate precision, the parent gently rotates the eggs to maintain an even incubation temperature. Enduring the intense midday heat, she pants continuously to cool herself and protect her clutch. Bathed in pale moonlight, the devoted parent sleeps securely over the nest, insulating the eggs. Suddenly, a tiny vibration begins. A star-shaped crack appears as a new life pushes outward. An exhausted chick finally pushes free from the shell, marking a new biological beginning. The adult fluffs its feathers, providing essential warmth to dry the newly hatched chicks. A tiny chick pokes its head from beneath the parent's wing, peering at the wetland. Leaving the nest, the tiny chicks clumsily wade through the water behind their identical parents. The chick reaches upward, snatching a small insect from the tip of the parent's beak. Waddling through the tall grass, the tiny chicks struggle to keep pace with the adults. Sensing an aerial threat, the chicks drop flat while the adult stands in rigid alert. In the shade, the parent gently nibbles the chick's soft down to strengthen their bond. Attempting to forage, the chick clumsily pecks at the mud, learning vital survival skills. As twilight fades, the family huddles together on a mud mound for biological warmth. Stiff white pin feathers replace the soft down, marking the transition to juvenile plumage. The juvenile scratches the mud, searching for seeds and insects while the adults watch. Running across the water, the juvenile flaps its developing wings in energetic flight practice. Spotting a distant threat, the young bird mimics its parent's rigid and tall warning posture. In a sunlit puddle, the juvenile vigorously splashes and shakes to clean its growing feathers. A rudimentary crown begins to emerge, signaling the bird's slow biological journey toward adulthood. Awkwardly tossing a twig, the juvenile practices the complex dance of its future courtship. During a sudden storm, The bird puffs its feathers to stay warm beneath the rain. Capturing a green frog, the bird skillfully aligns its prey before swallowing it whole. At sunset, the family stands on one leg, heads tucked deeply for a quiet rest. Meticulously preening, the subadult aligns its flight feathers, preparing for the challenges ahead. Running into the wind, the young crane hovers momentarily, testing the lift of its wings. Taking its first flight, the subadult flutter jumps clumsily before splashing back into the water. Tilting its head up, the young bird intently observes the majestic flight of its parents. Lifting its long legs high, the subadult navigates deep water to catch aquatic prey. A vibrant red cheek patch and a growing golden crown signal its transition into adulthood. Encountering other cranes, the young bird calmly observes the subtle social bobs and bows. Stamping its foot to flush out insects, the subadult displays an advanced foraging technique. Now mastering the sky, the young crane flies smoothly in formation with its parents. Landing on a high branch, the subadult balances its wings to roost for the night. At dawn, the young crane preens its vibrant crown amidst the acacia tree canopy. With a forceful thrust, the crane smashes a snail against a rock to feed. To escape the midday sun, the bird pants in the shade to regulate its temperature. Joining a flock of peers, the young cranes engage in a joyful, spirited group dance. The parent walks away, refusing the juvenile's plea and forcing the bird into independence. With lightning speed, the crane snaps its beak to catch a grasshopper in midair. As a dust devil swirls, the bird braces its body against the fierce savanna winds. Sharing a shrinking waterhole, the crane drinks peacefully alongside a grazing wild zebra. Confidently leading the flight, the young crane masters the golden hour sky with ease. Roosting on a solitary branch, the young crane finally embraces its life of total independence. Walking toward the horizon, the young crane leaves its parents behind for a solitary life. Entering a new wetland, the independent crane joins a nomadic flock of its own kind. Moving in perfect harmony, the young adults forage together across the flooded green marshland. Alert to a distant sound, the flock freezes, stretching their long necks toward the sky. Strengthening social bonds, two cranes engage in mutual preening under the soft wetland shade. With a vibrant crown and sharp cheek patches, the crane has reached full biological maturity. Spreading massive wings, the young adults leap and dance, celebrating their strength and social status. Wrapped in morning mist, the cranes puff their feathers to stay warm in the damp. Following the buffalo, the cranes hunt insects disturbed by the heavy hooves of the giants. As twilight falls, the entire flock takes flight, ascending gracefully into the deep purple sky. Two mature cranes isolate from the flock, beginning their journey as a devoted, lifelong pair. Under the acacia shade, the pair walks in perfect tandem, claiming their new private territory. Gently nibbling feathers, they strengthen their bond, a silent promise of loyalty and protection. Standing tall, the pair aggressively defends their space, warning an intruder to stay far away. They glide majestically over the wetland, their golden crowns shimmering in the warm afternoon sun. Splashing into the shallow water, they settle in their new home, shaking off the journey. Inflating its red sac, the male bellows a loud call, announcing his firm territorial claim. Facing each other, they bow in a graceful rhythm, initiating their first seasonal courtship dance. Against the burning sunset, the cranes leap and toss grass, a spectacular dance of life. The male mounts the crouching female, flapping massive wings to maintain balance during copulation. Pointing their beaks skyward, the pair emits a loud unison call to solidify their territory. Meticulously weaving wet papyrus, the adult prepares the nest for a new generation of life. A fluffy brown chick pokes its head from the adult's wing, peering at the world. Wading through ripples, the tiny chick frantically waddles to keep up with its foraging parents. Amidst grazing giraffes, the crane family wades through the grass, a symbol of savanna harmony. During a heavy downpour, the adult droops its wings, creating an umbrella to shelter its chick. After the rain, the adult vigorously shakes its feathers, a behavior its chick clumsily mimics. Reflections shimmer in the bird's blue eye, its golden crown trembling in the soft breeze. Against the glowing sunset, the crane stands on one leg, tucking its beak for the night. Clumsily tossing a piece of grass, the chick practices the instinctual dance of its kind. Bright sunlight reveals the intricate textures of gray feathers and the vibrant golden crown. Wading through mirror-like water, the cranes create perfect reflections in the calm wetland. With powerful wing beats, the adult ascends, landing heavily upon a thick, bare acacia branch. Across the vast savanna landscape, the wind sways the grass as the cycle endures. Intense winds ruffle the magnificent golden crown, but the crane remains unblinking and proud. Slowly, the family wades into the dense papyrus, vanishing into the green heart of nature. Silhouetted against the massive red sun, the cranes fly gracefully toward their distant home. Roosting on a solitary branch, the crane fades into the quiet, starlit African night. Under the vast Milky Way, the biological cycle remains a timeless masterpiece of the wild.